Hello, my beautiful people. I welcome you all to this channel. Today, I'm going to teach us a natural remedy to take care of our health issue. And the health issue we're talking about here is hemorrhage. Okay, if you know you are passing through hemorrhage, I want you to pay attention to this teaching. You are going to benefit a lot. And if you're new to this channel, my name is Oge. I welcome you all to my channel, The Spiritual Solution. I would like you to hit on the subscription button for me. You press like, you press share, and you join us as a family. All right, now pay attention to this teaching if you know that you are someone who is passing through hemorrhage. And what do we mean by hemorrhage? In a simple definition, hemorrhage is stooling out blood. Stooling out blood. When you visit the toilet and instead of passing out feces, you are passing out blood. That is called hemorrhage. But first of all, I will advise people who are passing out this blood, who have this ailment, to visit the hospital for proper treatment. You visit your doctor. You'll be given drugs to take care of it. It can be taken care of. Okay, but what I'm talking about here is assuming, like the drugs we normally take, when they take care of that ailment, they also develop another ailment for you because it's chemical. It is not natural. It's chemical. Too much overdose of it is not good. What I am going to teach us is assuming you have gone to hospital and they have done their best and nothing is working anymore. The drugs are no longer working and you are still passing out blood. Pay attention to this. What can we use to take care of that hemorrhage? What is that natural way to take care of it? The natural way to take care of it is using nothing but bitter leaf. This is bitter leaf. You know what bitter leaf is? This is a leaf we use in cooking, okay? We use it in cooking, most especially soup. That bitter leaf soup. This can take care of that hemorrhage. And how are you going to use it? What you're going to do is you pluck out the leaves one after the other, just like you get a stem like this. You pluck out the leaves one after the other. You wash it properly. After washing it, you boil that leaf. You boil them. Those leaves you plucked out, you boil all of them. You boil them like for 5 minutes. And after boiling them, you allow them to cool. And how are you going to be taking it? Half a glass. You get a glass. You take half a glass of it in the morning and half a glass at night. And during night time, you're going to take it the last thing at night. When you do it, within 2 days, you will see how the blood will stop flowing. Within 2 days, 2 days is even big. But I'm just using 2 days as an example. When you do this, that blood will stop. The reason why we go to hospital is to find out the actual cause of that bleeding, the actual cause of it, okay? So many things can cause it. Like I mentioned, pile and ulcer. When such things are taken care of and a test is conducted on you and nothing else is detected, you use bitter leaf. That's a very natural remedy and it stops it. It never allow it to occur again. Then another thing I want to teach us is if you are an ulcer patient, I would like you to pay attention to this. Okay? You know ulcer, you know how it does, you know how painful that ailment is. I will also advise you to go to the hospital for proper treatment. Okay, for proper treatment, you'll be placed on drugs, mainly omeprazole and antacids. But then, too much of antacid, if you will agree with me, is not good because it stores in the kidney. And too much of it, you know what it can cause when it stores in the kidney. That is, it leads to from kidney pain. Before you know it, it escalates. So when you are taking your drugs and you are done with that treatment that the doctor gave you, but you still feel those symptoms, like bloating, you feel bloating in your stomach, you feel those pains, what are you going to take? You take scent leaf. This is scent leaf. A very wonderful leaf. Very, very wonderful. Not just for preparing pepper soup, not just for cooking. It takes care of this bloating and inflammation in your stomach if you're an ulcerative patient. And it's also a very spiritual leaf. It performs wonders. Not just all these things I just mentioned now. It performs wonders. But I'm talking about ulcer and how you are going to use this to take care of those bloating and inflammation which you are feeling in your stomach. Now, what are you going to do? Just like I taught us in bitter leaf, you are going to pluck out the leaves of the scent leaves. You pluck them out, you wash them thoroughly, and you boil them. You boil them for 5 minutes or so, and you leave them. And you are going to take them the same way which you are going to take the bitter leaf. Remember, you are not going to take both drinks at the same time. It depends on what you are passing through. If you are passing through bleeding, through hemorrhage, that is how you are going to take the bitter leaf. But if you are having ulcer, you are feeling that inflammation in you, your tummy is always bloating bigger than the normal size, this is what you are going to take. When you take it, it goes down into your stomach, to the walls of your stomach. It will cool them down. That inflammation, it cools it down. And then the bloating, it reduces it. You will no longer feel it. You will no longer feel any pain. And after taking it, when your stomach is bloated, it appears big. Some people might think that you're even pregnant, okay? But when you start taking this, your stomach will go back to normal. These are the simple remedies that we need to take care of our health issues. When we take too much of drugs, it develops so many problems for us. You may not notice those problems now, but in the future, you will see those problems. Okay, and you still keep on taking other drugs to take care of those problems, and thereby attracting more problems for yourself. God created all these things for our own good. He knows the best. He knows more than us. He knows that at one point in time in our lives, we'll always fall sick. So when you fall sick, you try all these things. You try them. Everything is not English drug. Everything is not English drug. And one thing I love with all these leaves is that there is nothing like too much of it killing anybody. No, there is nothing like too much of it. Okay, that's why God created them for us. So if you are not the type that takes all these things, please, I would like you to start taking them. You will benefit a lot. You will benefit a lot. You see this bitter leaf? It is so wonderful. It is magical. And there is another thing that this bitter leaf does for people, which I don't think no one has ever realized that. Especially we women. We women. If you are still in the age that menstruates, you still see your menstrual flow, pay attention. You see this bitter leaf. If you are still menstruating and you are this type that feels excruciating pains when you are menstruating, this is what will take care of those pains. Panadol, paracetamol, they are all good, but they will just cool it off a bit. Let me tell you what this one does. You are going to take it the normal way. Whoever, the hemorrhage patients do take it. Half a glass in the morning, half a glass at night. Now, what is it doing for you? What this bitter leaf does for you, you are going to take it a week before your menstrual flow starts. A week, you take it daily, on a daily basis. Now, what it's going to do for you is that you are going to pay attention to make sure that you don't embarrass yourself in the public, because your menstrual flow will come out without notice. Without notice, because you are not going to feel any pain. Those excruciating pains, you are not going to feel it. The only pain you will feel is just because you're a human being and you know that something extraordinary is taking place in your system. You just feel a slight pain. This takes away those excruciating pains. It takes them away. You will not feel it. Your period will flow. For the number of days it will flow without any pain at all. You will be normal. I want you to try this. Can you just stop a bit of those Panadol and paracetamol and try this? I know the taste is bitter, but I'm telling you that you will come back to testify. I know how many women I told about this. At first, they said they wouldn't do it. They wouldn't try that. Okay? But later, they called me on the phone to tell me how wonderful it was for them. So I would like you to try this. All right? So That is the end of my teaching for today on health issues. And next time when we're going to meet, we're going to talk about something wonderful, something very, very wonderful, which I've practiced. And I know that so many people would like to try that, okay? And until next time, I will leave you all here. Bye.